I've had anxiety most of my life. I was that quiet little girl who listened to her parents and who aspired to be someone God was proud of. I listened to adults and teachers in school tell me what not to do and what to do, what happens when you're good or bad, that sort of thing. It was always very important for me to do good, to be good, and to pay close attention to all of the don'ts. I had no idea that with that kind of mindset, I was teaching myself to be a very self-conscious person. But I was a kid, and I did what kids do when they grow up. I messed up a lot. I felt really guilty for doing simple things like littering on the ground, or if something bad happened to me, like being left out of the group at recess breaks because my friends were annoyed with me. The hurt that I could feel made my heart twist in this horrible knot, and it even affected my appetite. I didn't like to eat when I felt horrible, and as a result, I stayed stick thin as I grew up. But in high school, I met the friend. You know, that one person that just gets you and you click with? Her name was Renee, and she was the first person who really saw the depth of my compassion as something good rather than just being weird or out there. It was really uplifting. Because you see, the one thing that I found was always really consistent with me and was at the very core of who I am is caring. I care a lot about people on a very genuine, sincere level. Being able to have a friend who saw that quality in me as a good thing was major. Our friendship grew close enough that we were able to call each other sisters. We were besties, you know? We graduated high school together, and I was even there when she got engaged. It was a pretty fantastic friendship. Unfortunately, we had a falling out right before her wedding. I didn't see it at the time, but the falling out was mostly because of me. I had gotten used to her lifting me up. In fact, I pretty much demanded it of her. I had expected her to be my solution for all of my emotional problems, and I blamed her if I felt she wasn't helping me enough. I was an all-about-me kind of person. Her parting words to me, said out of love, were the defining words for the rest of my life. Sarah, you are in charge of your own happiness. Although it took me a while to understand how to live that, I spiraled into a major depression. It felt horrible to know that I had no one but me to blame for being unhappy and for pushing away the one friend who had helped me see I wasn't this crazy nut job. I started to have suicidal thoughts, so my parents paid for a therapist and a self-help course. I found other friends who helped me flourish. I found work that taught me patience, diligence. I felt like I was finally beginning to apply Renee's parting advice. I wish I could tell you I lived happily ever after and that I was able to take charge of my own happiness. But that's a whole other story for another day. Please share this video if you felt like my story helped you in any way. Because FYI, being in front of a camera is a big anxiety point for me, but I'm doing it for you. My name is Sarah Hart, and together, let's go beyond betterment.
That was awesome, Sarah.